man for Samaba Kennedy or the Otiwakopim Yendi no kasa papa waka ania opeso yen wo hɔ no so we move your friend say a Greek ministry in the aba north hɔ no na 5 northern regions na we use to be feed Africa no ka chom say omo ehia omo sika papa no mu ni kanini a with much we kwan omo foso nyi sika no wa cheche omo factories dodo a ebeto aba north hɔ no for beans mo banchi bayire soya beans and the keka cotton ni nyina ntemo si omo ni agipa because senye kena obie na odi adwuma kɔ hɔ no the city na mo city or not from 100 years ago no saa no moti e de tip ko sinne saa no moti it is a atoma adwuma pa by saying nyame say men kan makoma mo sesa mo adwene mo sesa mo adwene no mo to maken me bo ampa so ba with different process se factory ba ko crowd be see no for problem bo mo compare 100 more than 100 years in factory ba ko any home apart from your friend say Kwame Nkrumah be see meat factory corn beef factory or Bolgatanga in those days no factory be na hobio so bugunde daada ba nyamiadum se kanti no factory speed ba hon ndum mi enkoni kuti asma wakana hon the we are the work bia ne be so na so any first time we pick channels wa the sloppy subscribe mami na share na mawunu ya bisunya binyo na asi hom na comment mami enkoni kuti yo
so the former constituency chairman, the constituency chairman, so so now they so I think I'm going to teach him a little bit. Doing in that Katare, you might believe my travel connection. The Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, the incoming flag bearer of MTP and the president to the next coming election, inshallah. That the Buddha did the election. Neither Shalma Opaya. Over just Kalan of Nazumo, not to go out when the old man shall send to you. Kambade, who call one of the Alizama. There is no allegation. MPP police station executives, electoral area coordinators, council of elders, formal executives, but in the party with them. Come on, tell me how to start it. Nigga, the police station of Jimankai, or the year of election. Make another again. Your police station executive will bet you. That is all now we got a career to protect your election. The penny, the money can buy. 50 the bomb bishop of Jerusalem. 50 Kennedy Agyapong. Kanyari Cavalier was the catch of the power. Okay, to a ceremony and we are beginning with Tama. So what do you have 15 million presidents of all discipline? The champion is only 40. That's why I had to go to that's how we do the group. Yes, I did a kind of Puruna Tony. Yes, I did a kind of Puruna Tony. Yes, I did a kind of Puruna Tony. But then what life the police station executive to president of the Kennedy Agyapong. Politics said to the so, the police supporters in here that the limited nation for a time when I love the tassel, the American and the American was out of make it again. It's a Kennedy, the bomber, anti community, we don't mind yet, young something the position. So, what is that? Everything will follow. The Kennedy and the follow, we don't have a Kennedy or Agyapong. This was the United MPP demand. The Canada demand of a double year. That's why I said, but for never you. I said, it's not a part of a day. What would that? But what was that? So, Canada will see. Little MPP demand. Little year, the demand with you. 3 years, of the money. Honorable of Kennedy Agyapong. 31st December, coming now, the Babylonian demand, the party 1 year bringing against, MPP year bringing against, Yendi to look for her, MPP look for her, Yendi to look for her, MPP look for her, TMTV, the team in the Muslim, she said, come and you want me, they come and never close man. You know, you tell me. Agyapong. Can you tell me that sharing pictures of money, chairman, short and support? Until 2007, National People to come back. Can you Agyapong that you don't want to and we don't want to Canada and the money? Dying and then I'm for the Canada money. This is the party. The enjoyment is in the room. That one bubble that is just a money. And for the most of what is there. That you know, nobody did that. But then you go down. Or yet, you know, they went to the master or you go to school. You can't be very good. You can't The Kennedy Constituency. For that calling. Build up Akara, the Jedi, was up with my ways up to dinner. This is a good anything to her. We are to teach you. You know what you do. This is a comment was about you. Can you buy a share transition? The Balayi, can you teach them all you do ordinance? Can you do one out? Tanda coming to protest the forces charm. My boss here excellency and one policy. For Mama Alec of the leadership of my own. Can you get such a matter? Whatever you do, so the problem can take it on that. Can you not send a pora? Can say the Lord man as the canal, can meet you not over on your tama. Typically, the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong Polymer. Can you know you want to boss if you share? We are an example of the boss present too. For we don't take an example. For the teacher and one of them, the police want to do one party. The time is one party that want to make it at the point. Come boss to go alone like that. Come and teach that $47,000. $47,000 even that. Kambosi tayari muna chuma la da tana tane on bolla da ba o ko le musulur ba ko yilo ko cheka cha disa da sala hono ba yam to le tin ala sa ka hono ba ke ne mo hini aja ko yila tin do mani o yila tin do mani ito ba mo da ta kula ta kana ka tana ka sasa ko yilo ni ya ni loro mo ka kanka ko yilo no ma loro mo ta ta tin so ba da sa no so loro cha ta yelo na ti loro panna ka cha ta ti loro panna ma ko ta ka ba nan da bana disaptima ti yam ti da ban wo be ne da ankara bana so suriya me ka yele ye so na woni amma pinyala atukum de ka so nya ani tam so yake na ti yana amma pinyo so atani ka sa buro ka ko to nyo ka ba ti bana amma pinyala ayyankum ka so bi goma kan ya ani tamta wono wala ti da Agyapong ba da alkawle ni ne tambandi o ko nyira mon tabra ni ti current MP Alhaji Farouk mu wono wala ti da Agyapong boy bala ko tabrsu ni now inside wajira mun da ko mai mutumbo ti ne tamban fure to so to suriya me so me dawo ni jama'a ga ne ga ti chama to 40 ti yulu so sa mun ne number 1 ai foto wono wala ti da Agyapong aman ka foto ma maluga ni ko arba tapuli ka wabo ko la tele ka rama million pia ka te kala million tbaru la ni che te palu la no ko ni ka pisi ka te wabo ko la tele ka nya police station executive ka kula to ko ika pia ni che yeso ai ti chamna to 40 ni yuri ma amara ka 40 ai ya 40 ni yuri ma amara ka ni wula ka 40 ai ni amara the third and 40 number 1 ka hono ke da ka ko kana ti deri ka ta kubba da tumanula ka ta tajilo ka ra kowe to poya ka pa put your hands together for a lot of shots ladies and gentlemen, the next president is almost ready. He's getting ready to get down to have a conversation with you, but let's welcome to the mic Professor Adam Sawyer for a short message. Put your hands together for Professor Adam Sawyer.
Maybe the organizers. Yendi Kennedy Agyapong Asia NPP delegates Yendi Agyapong Professor Professor Anamzoya ene party for no kasa na or can ewo Dagoma kasa or a professor of our University of Ghana na nsema or can and say Osha na enya omo edoso by be a Ghana do no adwuma sem enti obesere se delegates ya omo Yendi abato mpesua so omo nto aba ema honorable Kennedy Yendi constituency one of the constituency in the northern regional omo over 1,000 delegates omo over 1,000 delegates on your TV screen no lawyer Kwaku amo that na afin so no okọ high table Yehu chairman Kushegu, that's the Northern Regional Campaign chairman for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. After who Honorable Ken himself, who the former GFA president, lawyer Kwesi Yantechi, and who a brand here Sukonoma, when you fish at your son, your friend Kimberly, now a brand here. Our fans, a brand ten or Shafire now or tell lawyer Kwesi Japan Kimberly. Now 31 years or who tells a cashier, our Yendi, or will be our Kintampo, or will be so our Tamale. Now, Sir Brand say GT, our Tamanan and put your money in the Lydia. And you want Sir Brand we say no, wouldn't be best 32 years ago. Na our Juma or Yendi I say no, Nanya Professor Namzoya Ana Ekasan and Chobaka say na Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and so about no on the delegates are being engaged. Abusha for Oba Tamalahaya Bana, one of the area Yakwa make us a reception on a positive, a massive, a Yendi in the northern region. A brand Kimberly in support Honorable Ken say, I seen a no territory. do say Farouk Aliu Mahama, the late Aliu Mahama Bano, and Tia Bano, Usha Babia, a driver for Ebishia, cars Ebishia, na a yadea, a so nipa, Mahu Foster, Denchi, was a connected, Anna Sophia, tell you, I say I am fully connected. I bet Ufori second all the way. The Massamo, Monfamo comments and man, a magic bread, Macan Cam, and China Kennedy Agyapong. I bet your microphone on the party for Akasa. I wish I form here solitude and Makwaba. I say, I solitude, Messa says, subscribe to the channel. Never notification button to Ayaka. I said, I was a share link, you know. I'm strong, Isa, Anna, Aya, and Sin. To me, put the answer, I reckon. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, Baba Kasa. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, or Baba Kasa.
The businessman who will be the president of Ghana is here. Let them be outstanding to welcome the next president, Honorable Yendi Agyapong, the next president of the Republic of Ghana. The next president.
Choboy, Mr. Chairman, constituency executives, former constituency executives, council of elders, patrons, electoral area coordinators, and my police station executives. Good evening. It's good to be back to Yendi. As for Yendi, I have a special love for the people of Yendi. Clap for yourself.
Yongo dafu hopefully. Kala para ligen tumuna na wonka para over the share the Yendi Constituency ma the kamale ozani ma ka ni pa grupa family ma ni kamala.
The last time I was here and I pleaded for you to vote for me. Honestly, you were not bad. But this time, the last time I got 28.3%. This time, I want you to give me 60%. So I'm here this evening to plead with you that you have to vote for Kennedy Agyapong for development. We need a businessman to lead this country. Going around the 5 northern regions, I have seen that God loves the people of the 5 northern regions because he has given you a vast arable land that we have to use it to feed ourselves. We have to use it to make money. We have to use it to develop the whole country.
So, what to do the Mozana, or the hair, and now what the
For us to do this, first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Ministry of Agriculture from Accra to Tamale to be Ministry of Agri headquarters. The 5 northern regions, the land you have, you can do anything. So I'm begging you, give me a chance to bring industries into this area so that our daughters will not go to Accra and Kumasi to do Kayayu. We will also develop this place for the Southerners to come to the north to look for jobs. Choboy, you see this? This is corn oil. Corn oil. We use corn to produce oil for food, and this is imported from Canada. But the 5 northern regions, everywhere we produce corn, but we don't know what to do with it. We only take it to the south for Bangu, or we take it here for TZ. We can do a lot with corn. So don't think you are poor. You need a good leader to bring all these industries here for our young men and women to get jobs. You don't vote for your brothers who cannot give you jobs. Look. We are going to bring all these factories here. It is not only corn oil. We can use maize, or we can use corn for corn flour. We can use corn. We can use We can use corn. We can use corn for poultry feeds. We can use corn for ethanol. We can use corn for starch. We can use corn to produce cereal. We can use corn to produce cornflakes. At least we can use corn to get at least 7 factories. 7. Minimum 7 factories will come to the northern region.
So, the government to move. The year the next time, that is a army never told my paracetamol. Very flighty, and Panabacham Bobby, Jama, now market moon style. For you, the government the year, can you come by the fertilizer? But the matter, one matter. Now, when the government Nisa factor no pie, when my job, when the alcohol come over, government was not the problem. Oh, Papa, down, point. Sumara, Tiwale, Jelly, Papa,
Choboy, on my way from Yendi to Bandai, I saw that you grow a lot of cassava. And we can use cassava for 32 different products. 1, 2, 3, up to 32. Cassava is more important than gold. Cassava is more important than cocoa because of what we can use cassava for. But you don't have a single factory here. So I'm begging you, give me opportunity. And if you vote for me, I will win 2028 election.
Banchi, the Dessa, Karen, X2, Luna Peta, Najimbala. Then the Toya Mishra and the Park, Peta Naji. Boy, the water the camera, the Dessa Karen, Popo, the year Kuda, Kabuya, the Lala. No teaser to the Poloto, now Gavara, the Papa of the Mekanaki, Karada, Popo, Olanyati, nothing for to do. Now Gavara, 2028, teacher, the last guy in the cafe, don't know Camila.
So if you vote for me, we can bring cassava plant here to process the cassava. We can bring another plant to produce ethanol from cassava. We can use cassava for biscuits. We can use cassava for poultry feeds. We can use cassava for so many things that will bring us money. So I'm begging you, vote for a businessman who will bring investors to invest in your cassava production. You free fertilizers and give you loans without interest so that you can expand your farm to feed the factories that will bring to the 5 northern regions. we are importing this from Ukraine. This is sunflower. Sunflower. Everywhere in the 5 northern regions, we have sunflower. And we use it for oil, to produce oil. And this is imported from Ukraine, whilst we can do it here. If you vote for me and I'm the president of this country, I will ban importation of all this oil, and we will produce our own oil and also export to other countries. This is soya beans. Soya beans. Everywhere grow soya beans. But we don't have a single factory turning soya beans into milk. We can use this as milk. Soya beans.
So, the soya beans go for more, and just for more. The way they take out soya beans. Soya beans go back a year, do you pass the the probable Chama, Capella, just come out or what they invest to share the example out to my.
This is soya beans. Soya beans milk. And they only add chocolate. You're producing soya beans here. You don't have a factory that can build this, and we have to import. I'm begging you, give me opportunity, and I'll stop importation of all these, and we build the factories here to produce our own milk. This is milk. Touch it. Yes. From soya beans. This is tomatoes. We produce a lot of tomatoes, and we are importing this tomato juice. Why can't we produce our own tomato juice and also export? That is the only way we can make money. Tomato juice. And we don't have a single factory here in the north. Choboy. This is pineapple and coconut juice. We have a lot of pineapple in this country. We have a lot of coconut in this country. But this, we are importing from Holland. We are importing this from Holland. Everywhere in the 5 northern regions, you have tama. And we don't have a factory here. We can use tama to mix coconut, and we have tama coconut juice. We can use tama to mix pineapple, and we have tama pineapple juice. We can mix tama with carrots and have tama carrot juice. We can mix tama with orange and have tama orange juice. What are we doing? What are your leaders doing? they say your brothers, your brothers, your brothers, your brothers. I don't understand why you vote. Because you vote for development, but you don't have any development here. No big factories. These are simple things that we can produce and manufacture ourselves. I'm begging you, let's change and vote for a businessman who can bring businesses into this country, for the youth of this country to get jobs. When we are voting, think of the youth, think of your children who don't have jobs, your children that have completed university and have no jobs. Please think of them and vote for Kennedy Agyapong, the businessman, the entrepreneur who can create businesses for these young men and women in this country. Choboy, this is yam chips. You produce a lot of yam, and your leaders cannot bring investors here for yam chips, and we are importing potato chips into this country. The good news is people who have been listening to me have started processing yam into chips. This is made in Ghana. Made in Ghana yam chips. Made in Ghana. We can do it ourselves. Let's give it a try. Let's challenge ourselves that we can do everything that the white man is doing and stop importing, and do export. So, this is potatoes. I bought this from Sagadugu, a village after Walawale on your way to Naregu. See that we have potatoes everywhere, but pharmaceutical companies import potato starch before they can manufacture the drugs for us. But we can use these potatoes to produce starch in this country. And look, this is potato chips, ready made. You only fry it and that's it, potato chips. And this is also made in Ghana. So we have to give you loans, no interest, fertilizers, chemicals, so that you can grow more potatoes, you can grow more yam, you can grow more maize, you can grow more milk. And we have so many factories in the 5 northern regions. And the southerners will also come here this time to look for jobs. So, Choboy, you see this? You see this is the same as this. I only changed the design. You have done this one way for over 100 years. And we don't add value to it to make money. I only changed the design. And this is sold on the American market for $300, this shirt. I use your boo-boo to sew a shirt, that bag to sew a shirt, and it's $300 in American market. What are we doing? We have to give the weavers money, soft loans, to produce more so that we can also sell it to the Europeans and the Americans. I'm begging you, there is money in the 5 northern regions. You only need a businessman, please. You only need a businessman who can change all these things into money. Container pack. Choboy, you produce a lot of yam and you put them in this. I'm the one who manufactures this. I'm the owner of this company. I'm the one manufacturing this for your yam. So if you want to sell this, come and see me. Where is Hajia? When you go to Tamale, she has a shop selling all the things I produce, including this. I produce this. Today, here, they serve me food with the container. And this is my company, Platinum. This is my company. So from Tama, I came here to see my own product. So listen to a businessman talking to you. You have voted for politicians. They speak big English, big English, big English. It's going to World Bank, IMF for loans. The money is here. Let's do it ourselves. Fill these forms. We are going to use these forms to give you employment. You have worked for the party for so long, and when you need a job, they will tell you, bring your certificate. So if you are packing these bottles, do you need a certificate? Do you need a certificate? This in my factory, about 257 of them are Northerners living in Ashama. So we are also going to use these forms to employ MPP delegates. Because Mahama has employed NDC people and nobody is complaining. So I'm also going to employ you because you are also Ghanaians. So fill these forms. Choboy, I'm going to sit down, but what I want to say is that, you see, I came here to give you hope, message of hope, what we can do as people, what we can do as people. But some people will come here only to come and do propaganda. Oh, Kennedy Agyapong is there. This time, don't listen to them. Listen to the message. The one who can do it. The one who can put food on your table. And not those who will come and do propaganda. I'm begging you, they'll tell you, oh, he's our brother. Give him another chance. Please, stop collecting those forms, please. The people...
No can no. It's our country to be here and very now. We are to be here. No can come to come to the land. Cut the mission to the government. There's something one who cannot resist. No can be here. Make it up of supporting them too. Now, people who are shower can bring more. Bring it. The shower is as a ceremony. The
God bless all of you. Thank you. Kimberly, are you there? You know, this young man is one of the guys, when I'm in power, we are going to promote to establish industries in this country. Because He is example of the Asia miracle that I'm talking about. Choboy, because at age 31, what he has done in Northern region, we need to clap for him. So he is the chairman of our campaign fund committee. A lot of the young men should learn from him. They should emulate what he's doing, and Ghana will be developed through them. Thank you very much.